A high school genius student named Light Yagami finds the Death Note, a mysterious black notebook that can kill anyone as long as the user knows both the target's name and face. Initially terrified of its godlike power, Light considers the possibilities of the Death Note's abilities and kills high-profile Japanese criminals, then targets international criminals. 5 days after discovering the notebook, Light is visited by Rook, a Shinigami and the Death Note's previous owner. Rook, invisible to anyone who has not touched the notebook, reveals that he dropped the notebook into the human world out of boredom and is amused by Light's actions. 5. As criminals around the world die from inexplicable accidents and heart attacks, the global media suggest that a single mastermind is responsible for the mysterious murders and name him Kira, the Japanese transliteration of the word killer. Hoping to apprehend Kira, Interpol requests the assistance of an enigmatic consulting detective, known as L, to assist their investigation. Deducing that Kira is based in Japan, L tricks Light into revealing that he is in the Kanto region of Japan by manipulating him to kill a decoy. Furious, Light vows to kill L, whom he views as obstructing his plans. L deduces that Kira has inside knowledge of the Japanese police investigation, being led by Light's father, Soichiro Yagami. Under the suspicion that Kira could have family ties with members of the Kira investigation, L assigns a team of FBI agents to monitor the families of those connected with the investigation, and L learns enough to designate Light as the prime suspect. Around this time, Light graduates from high school to college. L recruits Light into the Kira task force, with each trying to get the other to reveal crucial information. Actress model Misa Mon, having obtained a second Death Note from a Shinigami named Rem, makes a deal with Rem for Shinigami eyes, which reveal the names of anyone whose face she sees, at the cost of half her lifespan. Seeking to have Light become her boyfriend, Misa uncovers Light's identity as the original Kira, but Light has another motive. He intends to use Misa's Shinigami eyes to discern L's true name. L deduces that Misa is likely the second Kira and detains her. Rem threatens to kill Light if he does not find a way to save Misa. Light arranges a scheme in which he and Misa temporarily lose their memories of the Death Note, and has Rem pass the Death Note to a less morally driven individual, Kyosuke Higuchi of the Yotsuba group. With memories of the Death Note erased, Light joins the investigation and, together with L, deduce Higuchi's identity and arrest him. Light regains his memories and uses the Death Note to kill Higuchi, regaining possession of the book. After restoring Misa's memories, Light instructs her to begin killing as Kira, causing L to cast suspicion on Misa. With Light insinuating the investigation would lead to Misa's capture and execution, Rem realizes Light's plan all along was to have her sacrifice herself to kill L, as a Shinigami may not kill others to prevent a human's death. After Rem kills L, she disintegrates and Light obtains her Death Note. The task force does not announce L's death and agrees to have Light operate as the new L, with Light working as both L and Kira. The investigation stalls, but crime rates continue to drop as he no longer has a threat of capture. 4 years later, cults that worship Kira have risen. 2 young men, raised as potential successors to L, are revealed, Nier and Mello. Aware that L is dead, they consider Light, the current L, as a prime suspect. Mello, with mafia assistance, kidnaps Light's sister, resulting in his father's death during a rescue mission. As suspicion falls again on Misa, Light passes Misa's Death Note to a fervent supporter of Kira, Toru Mikami. He also appoints newscaster Kurumi Takada as Kira's public spokesperson. Realizing that Takada is connected to Kira, Mello kidnaps her. Takada is killed by Light. Nier deduces Mikami's connection to Kira and arranges a meeting between Light and the current Kira task force members. Light tries to have Mikami kill Nier as well as all the task force members, but Mikami's Death Note fails to work, having been replaced with a decoy. Perusing the names Mikami had written down, only Light's is missing, which proves Light is Kira. Light is grievously wounded in a scuffle and begs Rook to write the names of everyone present. Rook instead writes down Light's name in his Death Note, as he had promised to do the day they met, and Light dies. 3 years later, Nier, now functioning as the new L, receives word that a new Kira has appeared. Hearing that the new Kira is randomly killing people, Nier concludes that the new Kira is an attention seeker and denounces the new Kira as boring and not worth catching. A Shinigami named Midoriya approaches Rook and gives him an apple from the human realm, in a bet to see if a random human could become the new Kira, but Midoriya loses the bet when the human writes his own name in the Death Note after hearing Nier's announcement. Rook tells Midoriya that no human would ever surpass Light as the new Kira.